onto the rock drop test. Got our first failure, our optic mount, and our hand guard. One more drop. So far, so good. In honor of our success, we're gonna have a little fiesta. How about some nachos? We got some salsa, and some queso. That's good. Now that's finger looking good. See if we can make a little nacho concrete. Bolt down. Now that's disgusting. It's so close. If you can see this, the bolt is so close to closing. It's just that extra drag from the sand. You can see there's actually like chunks of rock in it. It's really coarse stuff. So we poured out a lot of our water here in the desert dirt. There it is. That's a good one. Oh, that was a slow bolt. Oh, got two. It looks like we just got a really slow bolt from all the sand. Nacho cheese. But she works. On to the next. All right, for the next part, got our nacho cheese laying in the road here. We're gonna run it over lengthwise, and then we're gonna run it over widthwise. This thing looks surprisingly well. Still cycles. It does look a little bent. Solid. And I think the red dot even works. Still on. Drag test behind the truck. Hit it! The gravel ate through our string, so we had to tie it back on. Round 3. After being drugged for several miles, everything seems to function still. There's our trigger group. Still works. Bolt comes out. Well, that still works. Oh yeah, full of gravel. We're good to go. Seems to work. So we're up here in the canyon way up in the canyon. And we are gonna huck this thing off the canyon. Tied some string around it, hopefully holds it together so we don't have to pick up a bunch of pieces if it does come apart. And here's the view. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but that ridge wall over there is the same height as the one I'm on, to give you a reference of how far. But the ridge that I'm on is a straight drop all the way down. So this ought to be pretty fun. Here goes nothing. Found it. Came up nearly to the bottom of the cliff. Doesn't look as impressive in video, but I don't know if you can tell by my ripped pants and sweating profusely. It's a little bit of a climb. But here it is. Grip broke. Buffer tube snapped off in the receiver. Charging handle bent. Bolt still seems like it could go into battery. Stock's broke. Here's the buffer tube. All in all, I'd say it looks pretty good. We'll, oh, and we lost our secondary mount here somewhere. We'll take this back, throw a new grip on it, get that buffer tube out, see if the receiver will be straight enough for us to shoot it, see if it shoots. Welcome back to Independence Arms. After that fall, we got that rifle back together, and here it is. Just kidding. I gotta admit, this thing's seen better days. But, all in all, I think there's a possibility this can go back together, to be honest. Trigger still works. Reset still works. Detent's coming out. Spring's coming out. That's not too big of a deal. Lost the spring and detent for the back. That's not too big of a deal either. I've got all those parts laying around. Everything seems to be in relatively working order. This spring just needs flipped around. That'll start working again. The barrel, I don't know if you can see that, is mildly bent. I'm going to try to reuse some of the original parts, like this buffer spring, if I can get it out of here. Probably can't, but if I can, I'll reuse it. If I can reuse the original buffer, I will. Don't think I'll be reusing that. But I do have some extra parts laying around. Got a stock, got a new grip, new buffer tube, spring, and buffer. Need be, put those on. We'll go shoot this thing, see what happens. So after about an hour, got the thing all torn down, got some of the parts that are broken taken off, got some of the replacement parts put on. Grip, obviously very broken. This is the end of this buffer tube. The buffer was still good. Our charging handle. We lost our forward assist assembly there. Old scope mount. and our stock. So, I guess, does it work? Amazingly, everything went together really smooth. Cleaned out some of the dirt, gave it some oil. Everything works great. Locks open. Trigger still works. Reset still works. Safety works. Barrel's still bent. The magazine well, not distorted whatsoever. Still drops magazines freely. Kind of incredible, to be honest. So, I'd like to do a shout out to Palmetto State Armory. They did not sponsor this, although their $400 rifle price point made this a lot easier and cheaper to do. I look forward to doing more torture tests in the future with different rifles, possibly even pistols, and whatever else we can come up with. On our next episode, we're going to take this thing out, we're going to shoot it, we're going to show you the accuracy, see where this thing's actually hitting, because that barrel's pretty bent. And then we're going to run some drills with it. If there's anything you'd like to see regarding this rifle, let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would like to see. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm your ambassador to freedom. This has been Independence Arms. Thank you for watching.